From the world, this is JWP, J-Board Primo Beats, coming to you live from my living room. Around 20 years, I've been mixing and mastering music, rapping, songwriting. Recently started singing, along with everything else that goes with music production, such as graphic design and editing, photo editing, video editing. And for around 15 years, I've been using SynthEdit to make my own audio plugins. Check out my website, JWPsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to hire me for music mixing, mastering, instrumentals, or custom plugin work, I can be reached at jwpmas@gmail.com. Again, still just kind of winging it here. How far did I make it last time? Not very far, right? What I want to do is obviously get started, but like, I need to figure out some other things too. I need to talk to Gemini specifically and find out how like alternate voicings work. So I'll say a guitar scale / chords practice book and I have a few knowledge gaps. For starters, I want all the triads from a specific mode. How do you say key? Key and different positions across the fretboard. My first question is if I change the voicing, for example, have the middle note from a major scale 1 octave above or below for fingering optimization. Is it still that fundamental note? Alright. In theory, a chord's identity is determined entirely by its harmonic content, the specific pitch classes or letter names present, not by its respective octaves or in order which the notes are arranged. If you shift the octaves of an individual note inside of a triad, you are creating what's called a change in voicing. That's pretty much what I just said, didn't I? Close and open voicing. Alright, so I'll just show this here. Close and open voicing. The specific technique he describes takes the middle note of the triad and drop or raise an octave. Is the exact mathematical definition of moving from a closed voicing to an open voicing. Closed voicing. The notes are placed tightly together as possible, all fitting within a single octave, 3/5. Open voicing. The notes are spread out across more than one octave. Eric Johnson, Jimi Hendrix, and many jazz guitarists frequently use open voice triads because they sound massive and clear on the guitar, avoiding the muddy, cramped fingering that closed triads can sometimes cause on the lower string. Okay, from close to open. So we got a 3/5/7 here, like we have. Is that supposed to be fingering? Like what is that? R root, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it's 3/5/7. And of course, they're jumping on the B string, E A D G BE, so this is like kind of funky. Closed voicing 12. What is this? A G? GD? Why GD? What does it even mean? The rules of chord editing. To ensure your practice book stays perfectly accurate, keep these two fundamental rules in mind. Inversions. Changing the bass note if you shift around, but the root note stays as the lowest pitch, it is the root position triad. If the third note becomes the lowest note, it becomes a first inversion triad. If the fifth the lowest, it's a second inversion. Regardless of the inversion or voicing type, a C major triad, C-E-G, is always a C major chord. Note duplications. You can also double or triple any of the notes across the octaves for a fuller sound, as long as no new letter names are added. Okay, so it's pretty much what I was asking about. However, it gave me like all this funky stuff. And I'm not sure like I'm going to be able to really find a whole lot of optimized fingering. It does give me like a definition though. It says as the lowest pitch and the third is a root position triad. If the third note becomes first inversion. And then it's a second. The fifth is the what? If the fifth, what are you talking about? Why do you like go from if the third, okay, so it doesn't change. I was thinking third finger. But yeah, if the third becomes the lowest, so this is actually the second, right? It becomes the first inversion. If the fifth is the lowest, the second inversion, regardless of the inversion. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be defining them. I'm just trying to figure out like the best sort of fingering. Should I just ask it to brief me? Anyone can play guitar. Well, I'm pretty much focused on F right now. I hate to just like jump right to F, but I kind of have to. As well, Chordius is there. I gotta figure out Chordius. Yeah. I'm just thinking about Chordius because like I can add a whole bunch of notes, right? But it'll just be like super all over the place. Like I'd have to have, how many is that? I don't even know how many that is. That's pretty extreme. And guitar science or whatever isn't much help. Because like if I go to Chordius and I create like one of these scales, right? Like I have major, middle, right? Like I have these extended. All right, and this doesn't even reach. But if I wanted all the way up the fretboard, like if I want a full set, it would be super hardcore. And I don't really want to like build chords or charts. This is kind of my only option. Why is it even looking like this? I thought we were sideways. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Oh, we are sideways. Okay. It just doesn't look sideways. I mean, I could have Gemini build me some tools, but I can't rely on them, and I don't have time to error-proof them. It would be nice if I could just like import library. Can I say import from like MIDI or something? Yeah, and in order to do this, I have to do something like this, right? See, I got 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then it gives me like those first notes beforehand kind of thing. It's still not even filling the fretboard. Next, which is 5. I there's got to be some better tools here. Like, this isn't working for me. And this is like kind of working, but not really. I mean, Chords can work, but I just have to do everything manually, which is hard core, right? How do I even make like a thing? This the diagram. And then can I just like click it? No. Edit your background. One, two, three. Is it like a default thing? Can I load one? I don't even think I can like. Let's go 420. No, doesn't even let me change that. Rotation horizontal. What is good? I don't see anything. Do I have to like push refresh somewhere or something? Apply. Why is it? Oh, okay. So I gotta turn on visible and this box here. So how do I like edit it? Select mark type. Apply. I don't think. Okay. Is there create new tag? But I can't like add things. Add mark. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, but that's absolutely hardcore. The question is, what's worse? I always think of like the worst case scenario because like, yeah, I don't know how much that's gonna take, and I have to like continue to increase this thing by following these numbers. So what I want, let's go C major, this one, right? Four, 5, 7, 9. Can I just do that? 4, 5. 0, 2, 5, 7, 9. How many will it let me have? I don't know why it's weird like that. Uh, 0, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 0, 2, 4, 5, 7. It's actually, it's not too bad. 9, 11, 0, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 0, 2, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 0. Okay. And then let's see what that does. Did it not save? Okay. And then let's go search. So there were no scales found with that parameter. I think it's just because it starts over, so I actually have to do the math. Let's go. Let's not. Excel. Let's not do the math. Let's let Excel do it. 0, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. And then it should be able to remember the sequence, right? Why is it doing decibel? Oh my god, Chordius is not working for me. This isn't working. And tablet, it isn't working. I keep like resorting to Guitar Scientist or whatever, but I know that like I'm not going to be able to get everything I need out of it. If it has like whatever email, whatever. Let me check my email, because I already did that, and every time I do it, it's like your thing has expired and it doesn't come for like 24 hours. So by the time I get it, it's already expired. Yeah, invalid signature. Okay, well, click here to verify. Can take up to 10 minutes. Like, where is it then? It didn't even like renew. Is this the right email? Account. Try again. No, it's not. I'll go to Chrome, I guess. I don't think it's going to help much, but sometimes it does. Then close this. Gotta log in. This guitar. My session has expired. What do you mean my section has expired? There was never a session to begin with. Please refresh and try again. Okay, I'll just go back to like the main page. And I'll see if I can log in from there. I don't know why. Yeah, no, it's not. Maybe because I'm like logged into the other one, like in my Firefox. Okay, so that's not working. It won't even let me in. Won't even let me in. Chrome. And there's no email, so So Guitar Scientist is absolutely broken. Yeah, no, it's completely broken, I think. Guitar, scale, and chords, tools, Windows 10. Chord and scale finder. Chords all scales, muted, guitar scales, Guitar Pro. Alternative chord. What I want, guitar scales, major, modes on the fretboard, interactive, select a key. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for, right? Roots, intervals, roots, desktop app. But this, I want, like, oh, that show the roots, okay. Select the key. What is TMPS? Sort of, I guess. What is TMPS? What is TMPS as it relates guitar scales? 3 notes per string. Is that how it is? I just noticed. Not really though, because it's like there's still these notes, I think. B, yeah. So I don't know why it's expanding up there. I think the only way I'm gonna be able to get this done is manually, like, and that'll take a lifetime. I just wanna like do it. Ugh. Guitar Pro's not gonna help. Chords. Guitar diagrams. Guitar scientists. Again. So there was an error connecting to the server. Whatever. So like, can I load this somehow? I can change it. Did it ever like come in my mail? Did it ever come in the mail? It did not. It did not. It did not. It did not. Show frets 1 to 12. This is current fretboard. What do you mean? What's this? Show note name. Show note intervals. Hide all fret markers. Add fret label. Play. What is this? Okay, can I add rotation fingerings? Some more. Can I export an image? Server side exports. Okay, elements. Add text. Add YouTube video. Tools. Freehand? Like, don't you have like a loader or anything? Palettes. Notation. Automatic notation. C. Yes, C. Fingerings. Transpose. Like, is there any way I can just load this chord? Do I have to? Yeah, I do. Swap. Current. What's this? Layer signed, layer signed. Okay, so that's not helping. Toggle fretboard controls. Like there's no load. Because I don't want to spend a lifetime doing this, right? Tools. Octaver. Root selector. Menu. Explore diagrams. Can take up to 10 minutes. It's not even sending anything. Like it's not. So much for guitar scientists then. Let's look at specific design. Visualize more with Fret Monster. What is free ebook? Okay, so Fret Monster, I'm looking for major C, scale degree, none, highlight none, 135. That's interesting. So what happens if I switch to minor? Is it gonna go do like a different highlighting? Minor? No, 135 still. I mean, it's probably right, but yeah. Visibility, instrument. Keyboard is like a print. Is there a print? It looks kind of broken. This thing. So it looks like there's a whole thing. Maybe I don't even need to make my own book here. Wouldn't that be nice? Cancel. Let's see what the book is. Change the key, add the notes, change key, change the scale. Okay, so it's like a shortcut thing. Yeah, for master handbook. Scale formula. Triad locations. I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for, but like, I don't know how to read that. G major triad shapes. So how do I get this then? Major key guides? And there's only a few. Why is there only a few? C, and I'm using caged. Is it really caged? E and C. Login. Oh, so it's login. Does it cost me to log in? Continue with the Google. I don't even have my thing loaded. And then that. Email not found or already in use. Well, log me in. It keeps saying the same thing. Like, I don't ever remember being here. Well, can I log in or what? Sign up? Email maybe not found because I was trying to... Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. So that's it for that place, I guess. Which kind of sucks because it seemed like, yeah, kind of what I was looking for. It seems like there's a paywall like right there. Of course, I'm trying to do the same thing too, but like, yeah. It's probably paywalled. No, it's actually... This is just instruction manual for the machine, right? It's Tux guitar. Huh? A free guitar tablature editor. Multi-track. So it's just a tablature editor. I don't see anything specific. Is there like use editing a track, chord editor, matrix editor. What's a matrix? It's like a step sequencer. layout, markers and players. Changing the skin, sound, default, patch. Markers and player. So it's just tablature. I guess that like the other option is tablature, but I really like guitar diagram. Because this is like a full-on... wouldn't say composing tool, but a full-on like guitar thing. Right? So I'm just going to categorize this. Can I categorize this or what's going here? Guitar. Guitar, and then I'll put it in a guitar section. I feel like I'm getting nothing done. I can like super grind forever, or I can like do this, right? Okay, guitar. So I think that's my only option because everything else seems broken. I mean, it'd be nice to have this, but it looks like there's only the caged thing. Upgrade to premium. It's actually kind of nice that there's tabs there, tablature. What am I looking at though? Like it doesn't strings to 321 654 Triad locations. And there's the shapes. Like what? For the major chord. Okay, so that's not a key. That's just one chord everywhere. Not really what I'm looking for. Chain scale formula, major caged, major scale degrees, understanding caged. So 5 shapes to give any to play chord. Cage only used for playing chords up and down. I don't know. I'll have to like look at this later. So yeah, I'll just pop that out and I'll take a look at that later. Yeah, so for now, I think I'm stuck as far as like making my own stuff. And path of least resistance, right? Can I print like without chords? I'll pay for this if I have to. I think if it's not like too expensive. How much? $60 US. That's too expensive. Chord manager. And then catalog. No catalog. Let's go new. And then what was it, like 3 or something? And then open. That was the first. Did it not? File. Okay. And then I'll say insert. Why is it sideways? Okay, so print preview, I think. How can I get rid of the bars? Tablature? doesn't let me apply. No. It has to have something. Okay, apply. Yeah, okay, it has to have something. That's the issue. So if I invest time in Chords, will I be able to just like save and load things? Like, oops, let's get out of here first. Because it seems like Chords is just the only way things are going to work for me here. I mean, I hate that. I really hate that, but it's the only thing that'll really work properly, I guess. Okay, so let's edit this. Like, I don't even... 0? It wouldn't be 0. It'd be 12? I guess I could see it down here, right? So I'll just... do what I can, I suppose. Let's go there. So E, if you did so, starting with C and then to C. So C, let's go... C. I mean, it's nice that I can see it there, I guess. 26, but not 26, about like 12, C, D, 14, 15, 16, whatever. I'm not even going to look at that. I just need to be somewhere around there. Like, I'm not even looking at what number I'm on. I'm just finding the next whole note, so to speak. G, 21. So yeah, it looks like another lifelong thing. 24. Okay, so that should be good for now. I just want to make sure it's working. And then we'll go search. There are no scales that fit that parameter. Let's reach 5. What am I doing wrong? 12? I think maybe that's the issue. There are no scales that fit that. What are you talking about, man? So why don't you give me this? Is it because of those first few notes? But I mean, they kind of have to be there. So I did that for nothing. Let's go back here, and then I'll just edit it down to the C here like that. Now what? Okay. Max fret, max reach 5. Because it's starting later? Maybe I did something wrong, like I screwed it up somehow. 12. C. E. Oops. F. G. A. B. C. Okay. So I don't know why it doesn't want to give me those. Okay, so it is. It's giving me the position everywhere. Okay, strict intervals. There are no scales. So I got this open E here, like bong, and then I don't know what to do here. Hire somebody to do this for me. Oh, because 0, this is supposed to be 12. That's why things got a little weird there. No, I still got that E there. Strict intervals. No, why does it do that? Muted at title for sharps at root notes. Oh. Max for 12. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more notes here because it's not even filling the thing anyway. Let me actually bump this down here. Max fret 5, 5. Right. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. It's too bad guitar friendly like closed. Would have really liked to have not have to do any of this, so I don't know. Let's keep going here. I think maybe I exceed it, that's why it breaks down. I exceed the amount of let's see, something past 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, and then go. Okay, so that's pretty much where I want it. Why is there so many variations? Because it's pushing forward a little more. I should be able to have 4 fingers. Reach, 4, 5. So that's sort of the issue, right? Does it need more notes? Man. Horrendousness. Strict intervals on. I think it's gonna break it, right? Yeah. I think if I add more, it'll break too. 19, let's say F, G, is that 19? 21, 23. It's 2 more notes. Yeah. So it breaks after a moment. So that's 2 more notes. Let's get rid of the last one. Just 1 more note. And okay, so 1 more note is enough. Now it's filling the full fretboard here. Just thinking what in fact is my best option here. I have to like redesign all this. Very new, it doesn't give me access to the thing. Copy image, add mark, add left fret label, add bar. Like it doesn't. not sure there's a way I could just like click it and stuff, or just load from another thing. This export, delete, edit, new. Edit the base style of the selected collection. Properties. Say new. That's not what I want though. Why isn't there anything loaded in here? I can't remember how to like set styles. Search, I don't think there's a set styles there. Instrument, tuning, scale. So would I have to like edit the style from here? Default style. How did I do the style last time? Interesting. That kind of changes everything. Can I add these to like a collection after that? Can I do that? Add to collection. SVG. No. How do I default save selected? The really big button on the bottom, new collection. And then CMate. Okay, so that's good. I need to get into it then. But I still have to program a whole thing. No scales found. Okay, I don't know why. Red notes. What changed? Frets. Nothing changed. I don't know why. X reach 5, was that what it was? There it is. Okay, so that's sort of the situation here. Text for sharps. And the issue is like there's so many variations of the same thing. I mean, I could just do 4, right? Of course it won't because there's too many notes there. So there's that like one overhanging note that we don't need. 2. I like that there's only 2. 2, 3, 4. But again, that's only like 3 fingers. And it doesn't let me go beyond like 2 more notes. think that's all there is. 1, 2, 3. Like there's nothing. Other stuff in the fourth finger. Okay, so what does guitar friendly have? Let's say C. Okay. There's actually only 3 first position because it counts this as a 1. Second position. Third position, fourth position, fifth position. Oh, I love that chart. The alternative is to just have complete, right? I wonder how many notes that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like 60 notes. Where does the extra note go here? I notice there's an open missing here. And there, and there. Like, I guess this is the most complete. Can I copy? It's new C major position 2. Okay, so now let's see what happens if I go like 12, and then what's 12, no, 121, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 19, 19, 21, 21, and 24. Okay. So now does it like push up the fretboard, or are we still hanging out down here? Position 2. Number of frets, max reach. Okay, so that makes things a little more complicated. Because it's like moving itself around freely. Thought I had it too. Thought I had it, I could have just saved different things. So the issue is that like tabl edit is good and I can like make like a tablature and have the chord things. The only issue is that like I can't arrange things the way I want as far as like the layout. It's like HTML. Like I don't have HTML right now. I have what you see is what you get. I can't arrange things the way I want. It's not liquid. And then the issue with Chordius is stuff like this, like okay, so there's strict intervals, which is nice. I mean, it's not going to help me. Oh, it does help me. How did it move up the fretboard? Oh, that's I was in the wrong one. Not C major. And then, yeah, it doesn't like that. And I can't just, like, say move up octave. I mean, I've tried that already here. Position 2, and it moves up the fretboard, but not like the way I want. I want it to come up notes. I got scale position. Again, my only other alternative is to just load up this guy. Kind of all the way, kind of. Max frets, so that's the whole fretboard. And the first one is generally like the absolute root kind of thing. Okay, so I guess that's what I'm doing. How much time do I got? 10 minutes. Well, at least I feel like I made some progress, I guess. Max reach 5 though. So max reach will just have to be like straight up 12, I guess. Like super long fingers. I don't know how many I need here. Oh, it's like 60, right? How many is on a stack here? Column or row? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, so like 25, 50. I don't need that many. That's enough. And then I want to keep going, so 19, A, 21, B, 23, C, 24, D, 26, E, 28, F, 29, G, 31, A, 33, B, 36, 36, 38, 40, 41, 43, 45, 48. I'm gonna see where it's sitting. I just want to get some feedback here. 48. It's got 2 octaves, I guess, or something. Let's see if it even works. Because the max reach needs to be 12. It wouldn't get weird. No scales. Okay, can you like do more than that? No. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, max reach 2. Okay, 12. Ugh. Gotta be keeping me right now. Yeah, max reach 12. Now it's just gonna go all down one side, I think. Did it crash it? I think my only option is to just do the tablature and then like a separate chords chunk and then just kind of slap things together, I guess. At least I'll have a draft. Probably best idea to just do a draft. And Chordius is just too broad. Okay, so let's jump into FL Studio here. And then let's do a chord stamp. Let's go major C, I think from right here. I don't actually think there is a C. Control C, Control V, and then up. And again. And up. bass there now. Where did this come from? Get out of here. Why? What the hell happened? Why did I suddenly have like a loop bar guy? New. No. Okay. Major. C major. Can I like Alt G? Is it Alt G? Yep. Copy, pastes, and up. And then like give me 2 more and that should be good. Up, up, right? Too far? Up, up. Down. Okay, and now I gotta like fill this in somehow. Let's say like that. I mean that's a big big jump. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so arpeggiate. Pattern. That's not how it's done, I don't think. Because it's stuck on like 3 notes or something. I need like 12 notes, and that's just not a thing. Okay, so I don't know how to do this again. I just want to climb all the way up and then all the way back down. Like, it just has to be impossible. Arpeggiator? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Step. Increasing. Random. Decreasing, increasing. Note length, note probability. 1, how about? And then step. It's good. Seed notes. It's good. Except, and then I can delete this. And then flip this, right? That, and then flip. Okay, and then like I have too many, I think. Or not enough. Is it steps? Whatever. Okay, so that's a good starting point, I feel like. Okay, don't do that. Edit, export MIDI. Workflow. Is it documents? Education. Project data. Music production. Where am I working here? Pretty sure it's documents. Education? Yeah. Documents? Here we go. Guitar practice book. And then I'll say major scale. Okay, and then again, like one of the issues is like I won't get the fingering in, which kind of sucks. Import mid, give me the major scale. And then that's not this. You see, we got a little bump there, and then it kind of tops out in. See, that's the issue. That's the issue with I mean, it's nice to read it, but it just doesn't have the fingering. And back to Chords. Okay, so let's close this. I think Chords is, oh yeah, Chords is probably still loading. Okay, so what did I do? 24? Okay, so yeah, I did 12. So Chords is like frozen. It's not frozen, it's generating, but it's like generating so many variations, it can't handle it. Okay, so Chords, not vintage Chords, Chords. Why is it so brutal? Okay, let me default this. Reset the default C. Yes, that is default. Okay, give me extended here, and then at least I have that first position, but that doesn't help me. I don't know what's wrong. There's too many again. Let's open it up to 5. Up to 6. Up to 7. Why? What's the problem? More reach. Oh. Okay. Max reach 8. Yes, he's climbing up the top there. And it's never ending generating them. So what happens if I say strict intervals? No. Scales, okay. It's going to take a second to generate again. You can see it just fills right up. And the first one is generally like the first position. So if I say root note C, what happens if I bump it up? Let me actually get rid of some of these. It's too many. I can't even remember how many it was supposed to be. It was like that. And then it's not going to do anything, right? Yeah. Okay, so I got to bump these down until it comes back. I don't remember how many it was. I was like, it's 1 missing and 2 missing. Just open up the fingering. Okay. Just gonna keep bumping them. This really does suck. Okay, so is this where I still don't have my original? That maybe my original's gone again. I think it's pulling on an extra one here. Oh, because I'm in D. Okay, let's go back to C. Okay, there. And then I have these two. So these are actually the same notes, right? Open. That's why this one's better. So now what happens if I push it into D? Is it the same note? I don't think so. Yeah, now it's D major kind of thing. Yeah, no, it turns into D major. Ugh. I think I'm just gonna like give up and manually do something because I'm out of time. I gotta figure this out. Is this manually doing something? Select correct. It's tablature manager. Okay. Options. So why now don't I get more positions, right? Like if I say extended, it gives me more positions. I have to open this up to 5 first. Like if I say default major, where's an Ionian? It gives me these all over the place because it's only 7 notes. from C to C and a ton of variations. Not hopeful. The idea is that it does move, but how come it doesn't like move up the fretboard? This, no, that doesn't help either. There it goes. If I try that with something like this, it doesn't give me that. Is it because of like the negatives? Yeah, no, it doesn't give me that. And then chords is another thing. Just thinking here. Extended. So it's this, but not up to 90. I need to bring it down to 19. Oops. Try that. Okay, now I have like, what is this, the third position or something? Because it's starting on C, that's right. Because I need like resources I can use. And stuff like this I can't use because they're copyrighted. And I'm having issues with this. I gotta search for more. Anyway, I gotta call it here, so again, still at a loss. Check out my website, JWPsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, you can find my GoFundMe by searching for JWP Fund. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever makes you click or appreciate it.